okay. Welcome, 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 welcome. So excited for today because you are looking at this because you had a friend of yours share with you some information and they told you that you got to hear what's happening because there might just be an opportunity that could change your life. Now, I know you've probably heard that before. Like there's like opportunities are a dime a dozen these days. In fact, even this past week, who you're seeing somewhere online, you got an email, someone pitched to you, like some type of opportunity. Give me a wave or throw me in the comments if that's happened to you. Like there's a lot of stuff now. It's kind of confusing, right? And to be honest, sometimes you're like, I don't know, I'm kind of leery. I'm kind of like, I don't know if this is a real thing. Well, our hopes is, our prayers are that what we're going to share with you today is unlike anything else that you've ever seen before. And I can honestly tell you, I've never seen it before. And in a bit, I'm going to have the opportunity to also introduce you to a very special friend of ours, Ashley Riddle, Super Mama, known as the $1 Million Mama. And she's actually, I did this wrong. She's not a director. She's a senior director now. So I'll be interviewing her in just a second. But just so you can hear her, see her real quick, Ashley, before we formally get started, how are you feeling? What's on your heart right now? Oh, I'm going to unmute you real quick. There you are. No, press that magical button.
Okay, can you hear
There
me?
you are. Yeah,
I
you're
just
good.
talked for like 10 minutes. I'm good. No, I'm happy to be here. Super excited to meet everyone and thanks for having me.
You're absolutely welcome. It's an absolute honor. Well, we're going to chat with you in just a little bit, but to give you guys some context, just so we're not complete strangers, my name is James Zheng. I've been in the online business space for, gosh, 13 years, distributing the very same product, these hashtag skinny drops. We'll talk about those in just a little bit. But to be honest, when it came to building business, there was a phase in my life that I got brought up where you would say it was really hard work. And I believe in hard work. Who here knows that if you want to win big in life, you do have to work hard? Like, you can't float uphill. Like, it's absolutely true. But I believe there's ways to make it easier as well too. So I believe when I got into business, I never thought I could do well, but I followed the training, I did the do. And in 6 years, we built a six-figure business, eventually a multiple six-figure business. And that was cool, but it was really draining. Our house became a meeting place. We put on, like, it felt like every single day. I love people, but sometimes you don't want to hang around me that much. It was just really, really painful where it felt like we basically employed ourselves to our own job and we did not have freedom anymore. And the best thing happened, I guess. God has a mysterious way of doing things where we ended up losing it all. And we had a decision to say, are we going to get back into business or not? And we ended up deciding to do that. But we said, this time we want to do it in a way where we can buy back our time. We want to do it in a way where we can enjoy the fruits of our labor. We want to do it in a way where we can have fun again, right? Who here's here because you want to have some more fun in life, right? So we decided to do that, put some things together, and very blessed. We were able to rebuild that business to be even bigger than it was before. And now very blessed to have an organization that's one of the fastest growing in this entire company. Life has completely changed. We're able to work hard, have fun, but be able to also have flexibilities and freedoms along the way. And one of the big reasons that this is possible is because there has very recently been the introduction of a system, right? Systems are important. System stands for save yourself some time, energy, and money. And this was literally just this last like quarter that this has been introduced. And we'll chat about this. But we're going to talk to you today about a machine, a marketing system that we believe is next level, where you don't have to be working so hard just by yourself all the time. Who here would love technology to work for you so you can spend more time doing the fun things that we're supposed to do? So what this machine does is it allows you to leverage modern day technology where you can employ this and imagine as you're introducing a concept, a business, a product to people, you add them into this machine and the machine starts to do work on the back end for you. It basically replaces the mundane things that we typically don't like to do. Does anyone here not like to feel spammy and salesy, by the way? Like, I love, you might find a good idea, but you don't want to bug people about it. But you do love people. So the machine does that for you by sending out automated emails and putting them into groups and allowing them to become exposed and allow them to understand the product of the business better. And it allows you to be a human being. James Leonard, who's on this line, he coined this term, which is the fun again marketing machine, which is follow up never again, meaning you don't follow up on all the business stuff. No more of, hey, did you watch that video yet? No more of, hey, what'd you think? No more of this like kind of falling of the messenger, feeling like you have to pester somebody. Instead, the machine will do that, but you can follow up by being able to just follow up on the friendship, follow up on fellowship. And as you do that, that really is what business comes down to. And imagine as you duplicate that, this is what's allowing this business to start to explode. Now, you can build this type of a machine in anything. You basically merge the beauty of digital marketing with a good product or good service. But there's a reason why we decided, Michelle said it well. She said, I hate feeling spammy and unauthentically me. We all don't want to do that. But we've decided to do this within a company called Partner Co. If you're not familiar, has 25 years of backed experience. It has products that have lasted the test of time, 10 to 25 years. We're in 50 plus markets officially, and a very powerful compensation plan so that when you share something good out there, you can actually get paid very well. All right. And with that, there is one kind of superstar product that there is. Some of you might have heard of this. It's known online as the skinny drops, but it's a slenderized system. In fact, if you've used these before, put in the chat, what are some of the results you've had from these hashtag skinny drops? They're 2 bottles, put them on your tongue 3 times a day. The ingredients help you to support the thyroid, help you to balance the body. And as a byproduct, you have things like better you curb your cravings. You're able to boost your metabolism. You have the better energy. And if you want to lose weight, you can lose weight 50% faster than just diet and exercise by itself. I see in the chat, better sleep, less menstrual pain, lost 45 pounds of fat balance, lost 26 pounds, weight loss, pounds released, better sleep, like no more diabetes. And by the way, nothing I say today is meant to treat, diagnose, or cure anything, but it's been transformation. I lost 25 pounds in 40 days with no exercise. We've transformed a lot of people throughout the years, and it's been super effective. But I wanted to introduce you to someone today because we have a very simple system with this machine. We have a training that will teach you how to spend a little bit of time to be able to maximize your time, whether it's making an extra 500 a month, or we even found ways to help people get to 6 figures in 6 months. But how does this all work? And is it really different from anything else out there? Well, I wanted to introduce you to my special guest today because she is not a stranger when it comes to business. In fact, prior to this, she's been involved in this type of business for quite a few years, 7 years, I believe. Mm-hmm. She had already made over $1 million. She's a super mom. She's an incredible leader. She just is, and she's just lovely. And I just want to introduce you to her, our newest senior director. In fact, Ashley, today we found out that you're getting promoted so fast, we're like, can't keep up with your title anymore. So welcome. Thanks for your time. And I wanted to get to know you better today and share your story with the audience. But take us back, even before you were the $1 million mama, before you got into business, who was Ashley 7-8 years ago prior to the business space?
Yeah. Well, 7-8 years ago, I'd gone back to work for someone. I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit, and I'd found myself, just based on some things that had happened, financially with my ex-husband and myself, I found myself having to go back to work for someone for the first time in my adult life. And I did not like that.
Yep.
I'm like, I want to do what I want to do. So I was introduced to network marketing. I was with the company for 7 years, loved it. Everything was great, made $1 million with them. Just such a blessing. And things changed. I found this company through a friend, and we had looked at several different things. And what attracted us to this company and this team was first the products, because if you don't have a good product, I can't talk, you can't recommend it to people. But once we found out, like, hey, we actually really love the product, then the machine was just the icing on the cake. It was like sealed the deal for us, because she was with the same company for I think 8 years, and I was with it 7. And in 7 years, I took 3 days off. And so
Wow.
most people, it was the day I got married to my new husband, the day after we got married for our honeymoon, and then last Christmas, because I was so burned out. And right before we found this, I was actually getting ready to like just hang up my network marketing hat. And I had
Wow.
gone back and taken my life and health test and was just going to be an insurance broker again and call it a day.
Wow.
And we knew James, and then we're introduced to Angel. My friend introduced me.
Yeah.
And I just love them and the community. And we met you and the machine and the product. And I thought, I'm going to give it one more shot.
Mm.
Worst thing that'll happen is it doesn't work, and I go be an insurance broker somewhere,
Yeah.
And I think it's been 6 weeks, that I've been here, and I love it. I'm so happy. Like my joy is back. I get up and I actually want to do this again,
Wow.
and I haven't felt like that. I hope I don't cry. It's kind of emotional because I always loved helping people, and I believe in network marketing. I think it is the best thing ever. Um, but I just got so burned out, and then I also felt like a fraud too, because I got to the point that I couldn't even bring my friends in, because who wants to say, hey, guess what? You can make $1 million, but you're only getting 3 days off in 7 years.
Oh my gosh.
Like, no thanks,
Yeah.
that's not fun.
Yeah.
So the machine, like I've taken off a ton in 6 weeks. I'm loving this thing. My husband's so happy. We've gone on the boat, we've gone wine tasting, and I'm not stressed. Like I'm having fun, and it does all the work for me. All I have
Wow.
to do is just attract people, become their friends, tell them what I'm doing, send them a little blurb and the machine link, and there we go.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. And I'm not
Ashley.
that annoying girl anymore, like you said, the one that's like, did you watch the video? What'd you think? Well, I used to with our old company,
Yeah.
I actually taught on follow-up
Hmm.
and taught how to be the most annoying person ever and how people hate you.
There's so much gold in what you're saying. Because guys, like it's one thing for somebody to look outside it at something and say, oh, that thing don't work. We all have those friends, right? You're talking to someone, and that's why I have so much respect for you, Ashley, because you've been down the track. Like you became very successful. You made $1 million more than most other people make in this type of business. So you've been there, done that. But there's a trade-off that most people don't think about and don't see. Like I can totally resonate with what you're saying. If you don't have the proper systems in place, you still have just a highly paid job, but you don't feel good, right? It's like, why gain the world if you forfeit your soul? That is what essentially happened with you. And you don't know that until you get there, you
Right.
know? So I'm curious. So if you were to compare, and let's say you were able to go back day one again, and instead of being involved in the business that you did it with this and all the systems and everything. Where do you think your business and life would be
Oh my
now?
gosh. I would be so, this is awful, but I was actually telling my husband this earlier, and I've told my some of my girls that have come with me, and they're used to me preaching follow up until you're dead.
Yeah.
And I told my husband, hey, I basically built $1 million home on a beach and it got hit by a hurricane without flood insurance. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about my old business. So this time I'm going to build a $1 million home on a rock solid foundation in the mountains with insurance. And to me, that's what the machine is. It gave me my
Mm,
life back. That's what this company is. This company is going to be here forever. They have a 100-year vision. That's something that got me really excited as well. I love that they have, the board that everything has to go by. They don't just wake up and make changes one day.
mm,
There's just so
mm.
many things. I just feel like it's just a rock solid company and a rock solid foundation. And I'm just happy to be here, and grateful
Absolutely.
to have my friend introduce me to it.
And we're grateful for you to be here because now you're transforming and changing so many people's lives.
Yeah.
So I want us to walk us through because when I learn from someone successful, I'm just thinking, how can I do what Ashley did as well too? So today we were trying to count today how many customers and how many partners you've enrolled. I think it was somewhere like you have almost 70 partners in your business now.
Mhm.
I think there's over 70 customers now as well too in 6 weeks. Is that right?
Yeah, I actually didn't know until you said, hey, go look, because I'm just having fun.
That's the
Don't
key.
look at, I don't even look at all the stuff because I'm just like having fun. Like I love people and I'm able to share this and it does all the work for me. So I'm just having fun now. And when
Yeah.
you're having fun, people are attracted to you and it makes it easy. You're not the one that's just stuck there doing
Mm,
all the education and when they get their things, the machine just does it for you.
such a big
So
key. Oh
it
my God.
makes life so much better. It just makes everything so easy. And now I feel like I can actually bring my friends on.
That's
Um,
huge.
I saw one of my friends, Carrie's on here, and like before, I would never have tried to get her to come join me at what I was doing prior because like I really like her and I just wanted
That's a real thing
I
though.
love all my
Right? Of
other people too, but
course.
they were already stuck there with me in the grind,
Yeah. We're
Here's
gonna get
my
out of here
thing.
together, guys. Like,
Yeah.
no, this is so. I hope you guys get this because no joke, in most opportunities, not even just the one you're involved in, this is kind of how it actually feels like when you get some success.
Mhm.
Because to actually have something, and the beauty of our business, it's the average person coming in, being able to develop something significant. They put in whatever work that they do, but being able to enjoy the fruits of their labor. When you lose that vision, like it's a painful place because you love people and you want to help people, you know? So Ashley, I want you to walk us through. So this is what you did in 6 weeks, which I'm still mind boggled by. What does this actually look like? So it sounds like what you did is number one, you experienced the product.
Mhm.
And I pulled this picture from your Facebook, but this was in 4 weeks' time. Is this the same woman?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
That's what the drops do, like the hormone balance. And I actually did not expect them to work. And my husband was like, Ashley, like, I know you're miserable in your business and stuff, but I don't know what is going on with you and your hormones, but you got to get your stuff together and like figure this deal out, or I don't know that we're all going to last. And so it was weird. Like a few days in from the drops, I just felt so much better and calmer.
Mm.
And I have a lot going on like most people do in their life, and even like today it's flooding and they're gonna release water and I'm just like, whoa, whatever.
You're chilling.
I'm
Wow.
so calm. I'm just like, whatever. And before I would have been super high strung about that and like, we've got
Mm.
to evacuate and.
Mm.
So
Huge.
I love the calmness and they just balance your hormones. So the weight loss has been awesome, but more importantly, I love how I feel like mentally too.
That's a huge thing. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
wellness as
huge
a
thing
whole.
because you can be skinny, but if you're not all together mentally and feeling good, then it doesn't matter, you know?
Amen to that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I love about this product because it's solving problems in a holistic, healthy way, right? There's a lot of different ways, like you mentioned, to look better, I guess, but we want to feel good on the inside and then have it reflect on the outside. And we could tell, like
Yeah.
you feel joyous, you know? So number one, you tried the product. Of course, you partnered with the company. And then from there, like, what do you do? Like, what did the beginning of Ashley's business look like?
Yeah. I just posted on Facebook a simple like blog post that they recommended, that's in boards,
Mm-hmm.
and people wanted more information. And then they, your company, they have whatever a little script that you can send to people. And because I didn't know much about it at the time, I just knew that like, hey, I'm feeling great.
Mm.
And that's what I loved, is that I didn't have to take all this time to be educated on the product and all the things. I could just go off of how I felt. And then all these systems are already built for me that I
Mm.
can just send to people and they're learning from the experts.
Okay. So you were a student again. You followed the systems that there were, and we're going to equip you guys with really simple things that you don't have to be the expert.
Mhm.
You get interest, and then you just shared with them the link to the machine. Is that
Mhm.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. And as they got in there, what was when you first started utilizing the machine and something new, what did you notice as you started to use it?
Well, I'll say because James is on here, the first week I didn't believe it was going to work, maybe even the first 2 weeks or week and a half. And I harassed him every day. And I'm like, okay, I've got to follow up with these people. Like, there has to be something else I have to do. I cannot just send them this link and it's going to work. And they're going to be like, okay, this is great. No. So he's like, please just trust me, Ashley. Just keep talking to people, go post, do what you do best, which is being friends with people, and let
Mm.
the machine do its thing. And I did trust him. And then it started to work. And I was like, you're right.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it was
Wow.
awesome.
So
And it's
people just
really
start,
that simple,
yeah,
you
people
know?
just started coming back to you. They're like, hey, let
Yes,
me
so they
start.
go
Or,
through the machine and
yeah,
they would get, all the education. They'd what as much as they wanted.
yeah.
That's what I like about the machine. People can read as little or as much or, as they want. So they would take their time doing the machine at whatever level, and then they would come back to me and say, hey, what are my options for trying this? And
Mm,
can I get a link? And then it
mm,
even has where the company does where you can make these smart links and make carts if you want to,
yeah.
and they just have to check out. And I know probably some of my people that have been with me before, that was always so hard.
Mm,
I used to have to get on the phone with people to walk them through a website.
yeah.
And so the fact that all these systems that just make life easy, it's great.
This is the big thing
Yeah.
because in anything you do, in any business, obviously you got to work hard, do what you got to do to help other people with your products.
Hmm.
But when you have the right systems and technology on your side, this
Hmm.
is the key. And this is why things like AI, people are getting really into artificial intelligence,
Hmm.
is I want to challenge everyone's paradigm on this. Whenever you're doing something, can a machine replace it? Because if it can, then it's probably wiser to find ways to leverage that out so we can do what only us human beings are designed to do, which is only we can love on people.
Hmm.
Only we can share our story. Only we can have a transformational experience. Only we can connect with others. And we get to do the more fun things, which is making friends and having fun. Like literally, that's what it is. And
Yeah.
then have the machine and these other technologies do all the other things that there are as well too. And James, correct me if I'm wrong. Um, you've added, last count, I think it was 186 people into the machine. It's probably different by now because I know every day it's changing right there. But James, is that right? Let me know if that's okay, right around there. So in 6 weeks, you've added 186 people into the machine. That's led you to go through. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different promotions. It's led you to have almost 70 customers, 70 plus partners in just 6 weeks.
Mhm.
So if you're thinking, how do I win in this business? Well, put 100 plus people into the machine and just watch to see what starts to happen, and it's going to work for you. And you know what's even crazier, Ashley? That's just the beginning. Like,
Oh,
uh,
yeah. I didn't even know how many people I had in the machine. You said it perfectly. You were like, now we get to do the fun stuff. We get to do the things that we like to do, which is one of my friends always called me Principal Riddle at the old company because it was like I had to be like doing the things that weren't fun. And so
mm,
now I get to do all the things that are fun. I don't even know how many people I have in the machine because I'm just having fun and I'm just trusting the process,
this
you
is huge.
know?
This is huge. All
So,
right. So I want to conclude on this topic because the reason why I have so much respect for you, it isn't just because of your past history. It isn't just because of what you're doing right now. It's because I know how tough it is to change your paradigm, to change your habits, to adopt something new, and to honestly, to be able to work up the excitement again, to do something again, especially when you've been burned out. Question: has anyone here ever felt burned out before? Put a 2 in the comments if that's happened to you, right? Like it's hard. So to be able to do it one more time, like it's really not a simple thing to do. So how did you, and what would you encourage for us? Maybe it's somebody that's feeling burnout with life. Maybe it's someone that's been involved in a business like this before and they felt like they worked hard and it wasn't getting them the results, but they see some hope here now. What would you say to them to be able to do it one more time?
yeah. Um, I think what did it for me, I was thinking about that the other day, and at first it was the people. So like you guys, Angel, James, my friend Kelly, bringing me here, Lindsay, Cindy, just everybody, it was just different. It was everybody just loving on you and like understanding and not pressuring you, just like, here's the information. We're here to support you, whatever you need.
Mm,
And then once I figured that out, like, okay, I'm in a safe place. And then I figured out, like, hey, I really like this product too, and I'm feeling better.
mm,
And then the machine, it just made me realize that, hey, I love this type of business. I think it's awesome, but this is what is going to actually give me the time freedom that I have always wanted and why I joined this business and stayed with it. And I kept hoping for 7 years that someday I was going to get to the point that I actually got the time freedom, and so now this is it. And I just truly believe that you don't always know at the time, but like when God closes one door and opens another, it's really true, you know?
amen. Well, congratulations on your obedience, because that's now transforming so many other people's lives. You inspire me so much, and I know everyone here as well too. But Ashley, congratulations. We're gonna talk a lot more. I mean, you're about to like out promote yourself, and your whole team is about to like in the next couple of weeks. I already know. So we're gonna unveil even more of your story as we continue. But thank you so much, Ashley.
Thank
Such
you.
an honor.
Thank
Absolutely. Guys, was Ashley not incredible? Like seriously, you know what's amazing to me is I'm used to, we're all going through a paradigm shift right now. And as I'm doing this conversation with you, like I'm actually kind of mind boggled because I'm used to like talking a lot and explaining a lot. And now that there's this machine, I'm like, we don't need to talk about much. Like it's really plug and play. So if you see this facial expression, it's because I'm mind boggled at you, right? I've done thousands of presentations. I'm actually at a loss for words right now. I'm like, wait, this is really simple now. Like, all right, this is pretty cool. So I'm so excited for this. And how does this work? Very simple. Partner with the company, get back with the person that connect you with this, partner with them. It's a one-time lifetime $30 membership fee with Partner Co. And you'll get hooked up with all the next steps. And my encouragement is follow the steps of the T, even if you don't believe it's going to work, like what Ashley said. Just try it, give it a shot, judge it later on. And you too will be that next story talking with Ashley as well too. But I do want to end with this. We are at a very unique positioning and very unique timing right now. James Leonard's put together this beautiful, beautiful chart. And just know every company has a growth phase. There's startup growth, hyper growth, and legacy. This company, we already know, Partner Co. has a $350 million a year run rate already. They're already in tons of countries. They already have the best products in the world that have lasted for 10, 25 years. They already have the best comp plan and rights for the Bill of Rights for partners. They have all of the strong infrastructure that's here. But the unique thing right now is think about even in your neighborhood, how many people outside of you have even heard about Partner Co? Like no one, right? Actually, it's like literally like nobody. So there's this unique opportunity gap from right now in the next couple of years. And because of technology and because of things like the machine that is speeding this up even more, I mean, I just think for Ashley to do what she did in her previous business to get to $1 million in 7 years, I know if that's here, it's a fraction of the time and a lot more people getting it done as well. Like this thing's about to get nuts. All right. Like every day we wake up now, we're like, what is going on? All right. So there's a unique positioning right now that this system will always work. But right now, when you put in the work, I'm all a fan of putting leverage towards your benefit. Who here would love it if you put in the same amount of work, but it could be compounded with the results that you get? You put in 1 hour, it's as if you put in 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours. Literally, that's right now in this window. That's why you're seeing people like Ashley roll up their sleeves and say, we're going for this right now. Because you give it some time. You're already having fun during the process as well too now. But in a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you look back when this company is a multi-billion-dollar behemoth. You got the machine running in the background. I don't even want to try to put a cap or a description of what life is going to be for you and your family. But all I know is this: you're going to look back with a lot of pride. You're going to look back with a lot of joy. You're going to look back at all the people that you've helped with our amazing products, at all the amazing lives you've changed with the business, at all the memories you've created with your family, your kids, your children's children, your family, your friends. And you're going to be like, what an amazing adventure this was. I can't believe I had this much fun and somehow life got better. Like that's really what I'm going to feel, what I feel is going to happen here. So it would be our absolute honor to partner with you guys. If you're not yet already, get back with the friend that connect you with this. Ask some next steps, how to make this all happen. We can't wait to celebrate the next Ashleys out there. Ashley, thank you so much for your time. Everyone here, thank you for your time. Other than that,